for the Packers in their 27-18 win over the Bengals. Jonathan Jacobs was amazing. He completely took over the game and helped seal it for the Packers in that big win. Jonathan Jacobs was amazing for the Packers this entire game. He just seemed to get better, and I know this is an announcer cliche, don't kill me, but he just seemed to be getting better and stronger as the game went on, and it was incredible because the Bengals defense, I watched with my own eyes them kind of slow down the Lions, stop Gibbs and Montgomery. And I was like, whoa, Bengals, are you guys better at run defense? But Jonathan Jacobs routinely running at them. At a certain point, they just were done. They're like, all right, this shit ain't worth it. They just didn't want to tackle him as much. What do you want me to say? He started running over, through, and around them. 18 carries, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. By the way, Jacobs, 6 touchdowns so far this season. That is second in the league. And the thing that was so big was that he was a safety blanket for Jordan Love at some crucial points, and they dial up some easy flat routes to just get him the ball. So 5 catches, 60 yards. He's cooking you in the running game. He's cooking you in the receiving game. And the Bengals, that's 23 touches, and they just stopped wanting to tackle him. He just was wearing them down. It was incredible. Great game from Jonathan Jacobs. Jordan Love, man. This guy, he's just so up and down every game. It's crazy. And it's weird. I think, so here's the thing. If Jordan Love was like in the Drake May time period of his career, obviously I personally would be looking at it different. But I think this is his 3rd year starter. He also sat 3 years, and it's just all the time, just weird. And let me break it down. The first, they're moving down the field. They're driving down the field. They're the much better team. 3rd and 5, he's rolling out to the right for no reason. Dude's double covered, and he just tries to force in a pass. Like, bro, just throw it away and kick your field goal. Take your 3-0 lead on this trash-ass team. The Bengals aren't good. What are you forcing first half picks for? Off of a bye week, by the way. You just relax, man. But he's just so he's got the talent, and he's just so amped up all the time. But I think he just plays so reckless. But after that pick, Leflur, they dial some stuff up, easy passes, boom, 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 machine-like, and then they just start scoring. They ended up with 27 points. They were moving the ball up and down the field. And right when you think, even when I'm like, all right, this guy's just all over the place, erratic, he throws a beautiful, perfect deep pass to Matthew Golden. And that's the one that everyone sees, obviously, on Red Zone. The one you're like, yeah, this guy is crazy, Jordan Love, because he hits those plays. It's crazy. And especially now with Matthew Golden, their first-round pick, that's what they wanted him to do. And it's starting to work out. And then you have him, Jacobs, and he started finding Dobbs on some of that short intermediate stuff. He just started calming into the game, and they just started cooking the Bengals, and you saw what we all knew. Like, they're much better than the Bengals. But Jordan Love just has to – the thing that worries you is early in the year, it's like, all right, it's one thing, but you already lost the game to the Browns, and you tied in a situation with the Cowboys team that everyone thought you were going to beat. We just watched the Cowboys lose to the Panthers. Like, you should have beat them. Especially with a good defense. And they didn't. And it's just like this game's all up and down roller coaster. However, game on the line. Jordan Love, 3rd and 4, completes the pass. Rolling left, boom, hits it. Matthew Golden, game over. And most of what I'm saying is just how it looks. It always just looks up and down. But so far this season, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. Now, the 2 picks were ridiculous. The Browns one lost them the game. And this one was just bad for no reason. But he's only thrown 2. So, We watch guys throw 3. Jake Browning has thrown 3 in games. Flacco's thrown multiple in multiple games. But you just want him to just chill a little bit. But they won the game, won it going away, and it's because Jordan Love is really, really good. He's just not consistent, but he's a really good player. The defense. I have a problem with the defense right now in the Packers. I don't know what they were doing. I don't understand what they were doing during the second half of this game. You have Jamar Chase, you have T. Higgins, and they just were playing straight man coverage. I respect. They're just like, our guys are better than your guys. Okay, except that's not true. And they were banking on the pass rush. Okay, but in the second half, once a team just knows exactly what you're going to do, they go to their side of the play sheet, which is like, all right, where are our man beaters? Because all they've done all game, we just started realizing it, but all they've done all game is man coverage. So let's go to our man coverage plays and start cooking it. And they were just getting shredded. Back shoulder pass, back shoulder pass, back, because it's hard to stop that. That pass was created, a back shoulder pass, by the way, for those who don't know. Cornerback, you're guarding a receiver. Receiver's running down, and you throw it on this shoulder so he can turn all the way. And as a corner, if you're this way with it, it's hard to, like, you can't touch him. And you also, if you're this way with it, if you try to turn, it's all the way over here. So you got to go full 360 turn. It's just a hard play to stop. In man coverage, a back shoulder is normally available in zone because in a zone you're looking at the quarterback, looking at them. You can throw a curl, you can throw a comeback route, but a straight back shoulder, I can play that route. They were just playing man, and they weren't getting pressure, and it was alarming, I gotta say, because you're playing Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. It's not like you're playing guys who, okay, our guys are actually better. And once it became clear, like they're carving you, they're hello, they just made no adjustments. And it was just alarming because the Bengals scored so many points in the second half, way more than they should have. And it became a 6-point game. And like they forced no turnovers. It got to the point where you're like, yo, if they get the ball back. So it was weird. Something to note. Their defense last year was ranked very highly. We thought Micah Parsons would make him a top 5 unit. So far, they're ranked 10th in defensive points per game, which is good, but that's not elite. And I just think sometimes Jordan Love scares me. But I'm grading them on I think they're a Super Bowl contender curve. Packers are not some slouch. They're not a bad team. I think they're going to easily make the playoffs. Let me think. I mean, with the Lions, you already beat the Lions. I think they probably should win the division. And next week you get the Cardinals. So all they got to do really is continue to handle business, and they'll be fine. With the Cardinals, you get the Steelers, and you get the Panthers, and then the Eagles. So that's an interesting schedule. But if they just handle business, beat the Cardinals, you know what I mean? Play the Steelers, it's going to be interesting. There's some interesting games. They should beat the Cardinals. Pretty good. But Brissett, Jacoby. I think they smoke Kyler Murray because he's just going to run into your sacks. But Jacoby going to throw the ball. And I just wonder if they're going to mix up more coverages going forward. Maybe the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals don't have a lot of man beaters, but it's tough to beat precision quarterbacks if you're just going to keep playing one defense. So I'm interested to see that, specifically with the Packers going forward. A lot of intrigue. But this game, Leflur, much better coach team, much more talented. Jonathan Jacobs was a beast. And for the Packers right now, they're sitting pretty good. 3-1-1. Not bad. And the Lions lost. So you lead the division with a tiebreaker over them and a tie. So I guess the tie actually kind of kills the tiebreaker, doesn't it? A little bit. Basically, right? Because, yeah. Interesting team. Weird team. So I'm interested to watch them going forward for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos on the site. I've created a playlist with each and every football team, and every week we will be going over those games. I'm really loving this, enjoying it, and hoping you guys are as well. Of course, like, subscribe, and if anyone wants to sponsor, we're looking for Lumia Sports Productions is looking for sponsors. Shout us out. We will shout you out during the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.